It's so windy outside. I mean, I think it's like 25 to 30 mile an hour gusts. And I'm tent camping, which means I had to pull my tent down because I don't think it would have survived this windstorm. And I don't know if you can tell or not, but I got me a microphone. Look at this. It's a Bluetooth lapel mic. I thought there was a car going by. No, it's just the wind picking up. It is nuts outside. Let me show you. Let me show you guys. I don't know if you'll be able to tell since it's the desert, but look at these bushes over here. It's absolutely crazy outside. It's so windy. Yeah, like I said, like 25 to 30 mile an hour gusts right now. It's been nuts. How's everyone doing? Don't forget to smash that like button, whether you're watching now or you're watching later. Let me spin this back around. Let me figure out a good spot for the lapel mic. I don't know, man. I've never used one. You guys can still hear me? Can you guys hear me all right? I haven't used this thing yet, so like I'm not really sure how good it does. Let me know if we're having audio issues. What's up, Rob Fox and Heather Patterson? Hey, from your friends in Florida. How you doing? Heather says, I own 36 acres in the Peacock Mountains. Nice. Are there mountains in Florida? That doesn't... Never heard of Florida with mountains. Loud and clear. Awesome. Hey, what's up, Alvis? How's everyone doing today? It's a Sunday, and I am out here at Lake Mead. Like I said, it's pretty windy, as you can tell from the title of my live stream. Yeah, I remember it being windy here, but we haven't had much wind this winter. But today, we're just going to stay inside. Oh, you're in Arizona. I see. A&S, what's up? Hello. Hey, from across the pond. How you doing? Hi, Sapphire. Everyone's showing up. It's insanely windy and cold. Hey, Kitty, is it windy down in Slabs, too? Hello from Oregon. I was just in Oregon, actually. It's pretty cold in Oregon right now. Yeah, if it's windy in Slabs, yeah, it's windy here, too. I don't even know what the temperature is. Let me see what my handy-dandy truck says here. It says 53 degrees. I'll show you how windy it is. I got this lapel mic. It's a fancy lapel mic I got now. Someone actually ordered it off my Amazon wish list and had it sent to me. So if you guys want to help me out, I got some stuff on my wish list that you might want to send, including stuff for Zag dog food. And you can also pick whatever you want and send it to me that way. But since I got this lapel mic, I'm going to put it outside. You guys can hear the wind probably. Let me see. Yeah. Can you guys hear that? Does this windsock actually protect it from the wind? This is probably loud for you guys. My bad. Now I can do those street interviews on that you see online. Like, hello, let me ask you some dumb questions. Huh? Actually, 2 of them came with it too. So I got 2 of them. So if I wanted to do interviews or anything like that, I could. It'll be pretty useful. And I can also take, like, my favorite thing about it is I can take audio from a distance now. So my camera could be here, and my camera on my phone has been the microphone that I've used this whole time. But now I can take a shot from a distance, and you can still be able to hear me as if you were with me. So that's going to be pretty useful, pretty handy. I don't know the distance of these lapel mics yet, but I'll have to test it out to see. And I also got this pocket tripod. This is actually a tripod to hold your phone. It's pretty cool, actually. What you do with it is you spin it like this. Boom. Now, and then you fold it. Like that. Look at this. And then you put your phone in there, and it'll hold it upright. So you can use it to watch TV or whatever. Little pocket tripod. And then it also comes apart, right? So you can, if your phone's wider, or you want it in landscape mode, boom, you can put them at a distance and have your phone cradled in there. Hey, Gypsy, you just upgraded. Gypsy, what's up, Road Dog? You guys saw that? That just popped up because Gypsy is one of my road dogs and dedicates a monthly subscription to me. Gives all my road dogs, including Gypsy, early access to my videos. So, and it also is just a great way to help support your favorite YouTubers. So, hey, good to see you. Good to see Road Dog here. I actually am pretty excited about this. I don't even know what strain this is, but I did find a deal here in the Vegas area on pre-rolls. It was like 10 1-grammers for $50, which is 10 grams for $50. That's not bad. It's really not bad. I'm not complaining. What's up, Marky? Happy New Year to you too. I also did a New Year-ish live stream on the 2nd. I was like a day late and $1 short, but that's okay. Today I'm just hunkering down. Yeah, it's mighty windy outside. It really is. So I've just been hanging out in the truck of the RV. I almost called it a van too. You just got your hands on oil that goes into vape. That sounds like dabs. They have like those vape pens that have the coils, and you could just put dabs into it. What's up, the duo? How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Don't forget to smash that like button, everyone. How do you like Vegas? I honestly haven't really had a chance to do anything in Vegas yet. I've been out here in the desert camping. But hopefully soon I'll be able to enjoy a little bit of Vegas. My birthday is coming up on the 21st. The big 4-0, if anyone wants to kick down 5, got 5 on it, help me out with my birthday. Maybe I can get a hotel for my birthday. Hotels in Vegas are pretty cheap. It's Lila. Hi, Lila. How are you, kiddo? I miss you guys. Lila is one of a future bottle kid in the making, you guys. But yeah, Shanky asked how I liked Vegas. I really do actually like Vegas. A couple of days ago, maybe a little more than a couple now, 3 days, 4 days ago, went to the VA and signed up, transferred everything over here. Now I've got to call and set up primary care, which I have to kind of wait. Like they told me to wait like a week because it could take like a week for my documents and everything to show up into their system since I'm just transferring in. And honestly, I don't even know where I transferred in from. I don't know where the last place I set up my VA was. It might have been Arizona. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure. But got to get some care taken care of up here. So that's what my goal has been this whole time. That and selling the truck, which, fun fact, you guys, I never actually registered my truck. For 3 years, I've been driving it without plates. And that was pretty easy to get away with during COVID. But, COVID's been over for a minute now. We're coming into 2024. So I had to spend a lot of money to get my truck registered. My plates showed up. And now I'm just waiting on the title. So, yeah, getting all that moving. I'm, now that I'm trying to sell the truck, I kind of needed to have it running. So, Lila asked, when am I coming back to Slabs? I'm assuming, when am I coming back to Slabs? Maybe not till next year, kiddo. Maybe not till next summer. We'll see. I'm not sure. Accidentally, Alicia. Hi, Alicia. That's my friend Alicia, everyone. You guys probably have seen her in a video, like a day in the life video that we did. She was hanging out with me in Oregon before the van blew up. And she's going to be coming out here to the Vegas area to hang out here pretty soon. When are you leaving, Alicia? You guys will probably end up seeing her in some live streams coming in the near future. Or some videos, if I do any videos. We can give accidentally Alicia one of these lapel mics. and we could just be mic'd up and recording all the time. I do everything on my phone, right? Everyone knows that my whole YouTube is been done on my phone, but I've actually been considering getting I have a GoPro, but it takes audio and video, and the GoPro is not that great. So I've been considering getting one of the newer GoPros, but they're kind of expensive. But that would have been nice. That would be nice to have. It would be nice to have a better camera that I could just leave running and not have to when I'm recording with my phone, I can't use my phone. So it'd be nice to have another one. Maybe I'll put that on my wish list. But I've seen some used ones here for fairly cheap. It's just I'm not ready to spend $200 on a GoPro. Shanky Claus asked me, do you think the van's previous owner scammed you? No, I don't think that the owner scammed me. I think that whoever rebuilt the motor just didn't know what they were doing. Didn't knew enough to not know what they were doing, I guess. They could do it, but they just got one of the fundamental things wrong. So it is what it is. They're gonna have that motor rebuilt. Once I sell this truck, though, that doesn't get me out of the woods, because all that does is pay off a debt that I have. So I'll probably be getting some beater. I'll probably be getting some beater in the meantime. And stack money as much as I can until I can get that van fixed. It's really worth fixing. That's the thing that I keep rolling through my head. It's a really rare van, and it really is worth fixing with the shape that it's in. I could get a decent amount for it if it was running. So, I've seen vans of that age with a rebuilt engine and transmission, because transmission was rebuilt. I've seen those go for 30. Yeah, I've seen those go for 30 grand. So, if I started the bidding at 30 grand or whatever, even 20 would be dope. Just got to get it fixed. But yeah, again, my birthday's coming up. I don't even know what the date is right now. What's the date? Is it the 6th? What's the date today? It's the 7th. So 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today, actually. So my birthday's on a Sunday, on the Sabbath. That's cool. I was born on a Saturday, but this year it'll be 2 weeks from today. Be turning the big 40. I don't know what I'll be doing for it yet. Hopefully something fun. But yeah, it would be cool actually to be able to get a hotel room. That would be nice. That's actually my goal for my birthday, to get a hotel room. So if you want to throw in on the hotel fund, yeah, my links are in the description. You can also go to my link tree and click on the tip jar if you don't want to make a Cashapp, Venmo, PayPal, or anything like that. Bubba asked, what kind of van is it? It's an 84 Dodge B250 high top van, cab over camper. It's got a onboard propane tank, solar. The official name is a Prospector. It's got the Prospector badge on it. And every time I look up the 84 Dodge B250 Prospector, a pickup shows up. I've never seen a high top van like mine online anyways. I haven't found it anywhere. So if any of you guys could, you guys know what my van looks like. If you don't, you just jump back a couple of videos and see it broke down. But yeah, it's a pretty rare van. I haven't seen it anywhere else, but apparently the motor isn't that rare. It's just getting I was even considering getting a truck here with the exact same motor in it, like some beater pickup with the exact same motor, driving it to Oregon and just ripping the motor out of that and junking the rest. So that is actually an option on the table. Like, I've been considering buying a beater, like a Toyota or a Honda or some little sedan, but honestly, sleeping in the front seat of those things is for the birds. And the tent life is kind of for the birds too. It's not that great. So having some like 4 hard walls I can sleep in, like right now it's so super windy and I'm just hanging out in my truck. It'd be nice to have like a living space to hang out in during inclement weather. So maybe I've thought about getting a minivan or something, but maybe I do get like another pickup once I sell this with a 318, same motor my van needs. Drive it up to Oregon and just rip the motor out of that and put it in that. Let's go. And it says 10:45 here in the UK, freezing. Yeah, that's the UK is cold. Where are you at in the UK? Are you in England or Wales or where are you at? I'm thinking about buying a micro camper. You're gonna. Oh, what do you guys call them? You don't call them campers though. You don't call them RVs. You call them caravans. Yeah, you can get a micro caravan, aren't you? Oh, you're in Wales. Cool. Yeah, there's a dude from Wales that is from Slabs, actually. Well, not from Slabs. Obviously, he's from Wales, but he lives in Slabs. Yeah, caravan. Then we could be all chuffed together and go on an adventure and have some nice chin wags. See, I know a little bit. I know a little bit of your slang. Your van videos are great. They help other van lifers. Oh, that's that. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I hope it does help. I'm just sharing my experiences, to be honest with you. I wouldn't mind doing some more how-to videos, like how to find a good camp spot, how to what are some of your favorite traveling gadgets. I think it's really cool. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to Angie's channel, my not so slab life or something like that. Sorry, Angie. I'm sorry. Forget the name of your channel. I think it's like my not so slab life or something along those lines. Anyways, she's been doing like slab lingo, which is really just nomad lingo or hippie lingo or counterculture lingo, whatever you want to call it. It's a language that has been developed within the travelers, and she's been kind of doing short videos like here's what this means and here's what that means. And I've been thinking about doing that for a long time. So I think it's really cool that Angie's actually just picked up my slack and been doing it. Good for you. I totally dig that idea, like the Nomad dictionary. What does ground score mean? What does all we have a language in of itself. Babylon. What's Babylon mean? Yeah, it's there's actually a ton of stuff. What's my house? My house is either a van. For some people, it's a backpack. For some people, it's an RV. Some people, it's a pickup. But we all call that our house. Travelers, their bags or their house. Or I mean the train hoppers and leather trampers. Their house is usually their pack. I like these lapel mics, man. I do dig them. I feel almost professional, like almost like a real YouTuber now. I've got to hold a mic. Actually, I don't have to hold it. It's got a little clip, so I could just do that. My so-called slab life. Thank you, Alvis. Appreciate that. Yeah, Angie's been doing the dictionary things, like the slab lingo. I'm totally on board with that. I've literally been talking about doing that for years, and it just never happened. Same with the gadgets. My 5 favorite gadgets. I've filmed it a couple of times, but each time I just didn't like the video and stopped. I almost filmed it again in Oregon and didn't. So, and now my traveling life has kind of changed. I don't have some of the gadgets with me that I really like. So, meh, you do what you can. This wind is fierce, man. It really is. I tried to park my truck in a way that blocked the tent. Didn't help. I had to just pull the tent down so it didn't get trashed in the wind. Like it was pretty windy for a couple hours last night. Probably like 15, 20 mile an hour gusts. Today it's like 25 to 35 mile an hour gusts. And it comes through strong. And for a couple hours, 20 mile an hour, my tent took it. But all day today, it's been just nuts. So my tent wasn't gonna survive. Let me show you guys. Let me show you. There's my VA paperwork right there. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it. To be honest with you, let's. I don't know, man. It's really hard to show you wind, isn't it? But again, if I hold the microphone out the window, hang on. If I hold the microphone out the window, you'll see. Super windy. And it's not even gusting right now at the moment. Oh, was that loud? My bad. I'm sorry. Some ashes got on the microphone, and I blew them off. And I was like, yeah, that's probably pretty loud. Oh, they ended up on me. Jesus. Turned myself into an ashtray. Alicia's leaving tomorrow. I'm actually pretty excited to see her again. She came and visited me over the summer. Meow meow. Meow meow. Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to make everyone deaf. All my viewers left. It was loud, and they were like, I'm out of here. Fuck this guy. When do you think you'll settle down and stay in one location, and where? You know, that's a question I've been asking myself for a very long time. Well, I think that I'm gonna have to turn Vegas into my home base. So I've just transferred all my VA stuff here, and the stuff I need to take care of takes 6 months to a year, which is why I've been putting it off, because there's really nowhere I'd want to stay for a year, honestly. But do I ever think yes, eventually I'm gonna have to. Like, my health won't let me do this anymore. I'm not gonna be able to switch doctors all the time and actually get good medical care. I'm gonna have to stay somewhere, and maybe that time's now. Like, I've been thinking about it. Like, I don't know what what that spot is. Vegas is a really good central location in the Southwest. It really is. It's not too far from LA. It's not too far from Phoenix. It's not too far from the Mexican border. Its flights in and out of here are super cheap. It ain't terrible. You know, the Colorado's not too far away. There's beautiful places. Not to mention, it's kind of a decent sized city, but you could drive in an hour in any direction and be way out in the desert and not see a soul. You'd be out in Mojave, go up north. I mean, there's snow on the mountains out west right now, which is crazy to me out here in the desert. But I got to remember we're high in elevation. So maybe it is this spot. It's a decent spot for a little while, but I think that if I was to ever stay put somewhere for any length of time, I'm gonna still go on adventures. I'm still gonna have to, like, go on road trips and shit. Like, my mental health will need that, I think. Or maybe I'll be able to do it professionally, you know, and have a job that means I can travel for work and come back to my base location and still kind of do. It's gonna be tough to say I'm nomadic zig if I ever stop traveling. But I don't know where that spot is. Wherever it is, I would like it to have decent weather. I don't want it to snow. I don't want the winters to be very harsh. I don't want the summers to be very harsh. So that kind of narrows it down to the equator, to be honest with you. Could you maybe get an RV? Yeah, I could get an RV. That actually is one of the options that I have, is just saying, fuck the van, junking it, and getting an RV. That's an option. And I've thought about that too. An RV is like if I ever had another heart surgery or something, it would be easier to recover in an RV than it would in a van. So there's that. I had to settle down. I got myself a small flat due to my health medications, etc. So I just do a lot of wild camping. Yeah, that's probably what I'd have to do too. Go on trips just to go camping, like actually do it the old school style. Like, okay, I'm taking 2 weeks out of this year to go see this national park. Oh man, that would just drive me nuts. I remember when I was in school before I really hit the road, I was like every weekend. I didn't have any classes on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Thursday after class, out into the fucking woods I would go. I'd bring my laptop with me. I'd do my homework out there at some lake or somewhere out in the mountains, and come back in for classes on Monday. So that was nice to do it every weekend to get out. But here in Vegas, you're kind of limited. You're camping in the desert unless you drive up to northern Arizona, and you can only really got the summer for that. But I don't know. Maybe it'll be here, man. Maybe it'll be here. If I do end up getting a spot in Vegas, if I ever end up getting housed up, that would be kind of cool because everyone goes to Vegas eventually, and I could see everybody. Everybody will come through. I could let them hang out, stay a night or two in Vegas. It's cheaper to stay with a friend than it is to stay in a hotel. So that would be kind of an interesting thing to do. I wouldn't mind that actually. Yeah, that stuff's working. Yeah, and ANS said that they settled down because of health, medication, etc. For me, that's probably what it will be, is medication. That's going to make me stop because it's hard right now to get my meds refilled and everything. The VA doesn't let you go to like Walgreens or a pharmacy somewhere and have it refilled and then they just pay the pharmacy. That's not how it works. The VA only mails you your medication. It's the only way that you can get it. So um, I already set up a mailbox here locally so I could get meds sent to me. And then um, that's actually one of the next step I have to do is call the VA and get primary care set up for medical and then care for mental health. So I can start both of those processes. Again, I was getting mental health taken care of in Arizona, which was kind of the primary point of all this. Um, and they were doing telemed, but eventually they had to stop doing telemed because COVID was over and I had to start showing up. So it was nice to do telemed because it was just like this. Like I could just talk to my therapist through the phone. Don't you hate it when it's cold out and your dog does 274 turns before she finally decides that this is the spot? Actually, she's so little. I'm like, no, lay here, and I cuddle her. I just force cuddle my dog, and it's usually right around my chest. And she'll try to get up, and I'll just hold her legs, and she can't get away. Like she's 13 pounds, dude. I'm almost 200. Like she's she can't fight me. She loses every time. So I just force cuddle her. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's cold and your dog's just like, she does do that. When she's like right now, she's in the passenger seat laying on a blanket. But before she laid down, she like made her little nest in the blanket and did a few spins, laid down, got up. That wasn't it. Fucked with the nest a little bit more, did a couple of spins, laid down. Nope, that's not it. It was a few cycles of that, but now she's passed out. That's what your dog just did, yeah. Um, At nighttime though, when it's bedtime, like she might actually crawl down to my feet under the blankets, but sometimes I'll just drag her up here because I want to cuddle her like a teddy bear. Can you guys even hear? Can you hear the wind coming through the window right now? Or I don't know how good this microphone is. This lapel mic that I got. Hello, is this thing on? When Alicia does get here, you guys, Oh my god. We're gonna have to make some videos. We're gonna have to go into Vegas, and she'd be able to film me. So finally, you'll have like a camera person. I'm already volunteering her to do this. We haven't even talked about it, but it'd be cool to have someone filming me instead of me selfie sticking or standing in front of a tripod. I wouldn't mind. Have you guys? Who here has never been to Vegas? Like in the chat right now, we got 32 people in here. Is there anyone here that's never been to Vegas? Meow Wolf, yes. Yes, I have actually never been to Meow Wolf. Meow Meow has not been to Vegas. So maybe maybe sometime in the near future, I could do a live stream, walk down the strip. Now, I'm not gonna be able to walk the entire strip. No fucking way. It's like 6 miles long, and even longer when they make you go over the bridges, over the road, and then the strip is on the other side, and then over the bridge. Anyways, I could do some major portions of it though, and do a live stream. I got like some back issues, some ankle issues. Like I'm not hoofing it everywhere, but I can do some walking. We could do a live stream, and I could show you guys the strip. I wouldn't mind showing you guys Fremont Street, which is old Vegas, the original strip, which they've now moved the strip from Fremont Street to where it is today, Las Vegas Boulevard. But the original strip is before all like the flat screen TVs. They had bulbs and all their lights, and it was all timed to display and flash and do all this. And it's still like that down there on Fremont Street, the original Vegas strip, where the hotels that all the gangsters made. Like that was the only reason Vegas exists is because the gangsters here wanted a place to have legal prostitution and gambling. The rest of the country was like, no, that's bad. So they made it here in Las Vegas. Now it's not the gangsters. Now it's just corporations and shit. But back then it was. And so anyways, that's like the original hotels, like the Golden Nugget and whatnot. So I could show you guys that stuff. In fact, where I'm at is where they sent all the bodies. I'm at Lake Mead. And this is when they were like, you're gonna go swim with the fishies. They bring them out here to Lake Mead and throw them in the water. And since Lake Mead has lost so much water in the last 20 years, like I mean millions and millions, hundreds of millions of gallons probably. It's way low. There's islands out there that aren't supposed to be there. As the water recedes, they've uncovered so many bodies, like victims of the mob wars from back in the day. With their feet in concrete and shit. Jeep pickup. It's ridiculous. 420. Is it though? My watch says 15:05. For me, I got an hour and 25 minutes until 16:20. Until 4:20. It's always 4:20 somewhere. Unless, it's not 20 after. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Let's smoke about it. If there were pine trees out here, they'd be falling down right now in this wind. At least like lodgepole pine. Ponderosa wouldn't, but lodgepoles, they'd all be going down like dominoes. It is so crazy windy. I'd be worried to be in an RV right now and it wouldn't, getting blown over or something. Some other dimension, maybe. So in between there's a 24-hour time zones, right? Around Earth. Which means that technically in between each time zone, the time is an hour variance, right? From one side of the time zone to the other, right? Stay with me. As the Earth is rotating and the sun's hitting us, There's got to be a 20-minute interval. Like, you're not actually on the same time as somebody a little bit further west or east of you. Even though you're in the same time zone and we just call it all the same hour, really, there's 60 minutes right there. So you might, yeah, technically it's 420 always somewhere. Just rotating. You have like forever 420s. It's 6:05 here and it's dark as shit already. Yeah, but the days are getting longer, man. We're after the solstice. Solstice is over. This is a good time of the year. It's still like winter, I know, and it's cold and the sun's going down way earlier than what's natural. That doesn't even make sense. We need to stop with the daylight saving shit. Making the sun set at 4 o'clock is absolutely mind-blowing. Like, it's not normal. Arizona's doing it right, man. They don't do the time zone thing. They don't do the daylight savings thing, rather. But yeah, it's the sun's starting to stay up a little bit later each day, a little bit longer. As we come around to the next season, our trees come down in hurricanes, although the pines are usually okay. The oaks fall. No kidding. I guess I could see that. The oaks do have I don't know, like a lot of catches a lot of wind, right? They got a lot of like surface area to catch the wind, become a kite. Pine trees are like, yeah, man, they're like slender and aerodynamic. Pine trees can take a lot. They can take a beating. Ask yourself this then, Brian Wong asks. Why is it if you fly against the way the Earth turns, why is it not twice as fast to travel? Stoner thoughts. Well, I can answer that question. First of all, it is a little bit faster to fly against the spin of the Earth. You can look at a flight to Japan versus a flight back. It is a little bit faster. But you are still in the air, right? So the air is a medium that you're traveling on, and the air is also spinning with the Earth, right? Like, it's not just staying put. The Earth is spinning with that air. So you're still, you're not. It would be cool to just go straight up and hold still, and then let the Earth spin around you. But that's just, yeah, you're still in the air, and the air is a medium that you're moving with also. Fun fact, though, we all know that the Earth or the moon creates the tides, right? Unless you're a weird flat earther. If the moon does create the tide, so it makes the water in our planet bulge out, right? Like this. So the moon's swinging around, it makes it bulge out, and it follows the moon for the 30-day lunar cycle. Did you know that the water kind of stays put and the Earth spins through the water? And that's what creates the tides going up and down, is the Earth, not the water spinning around following the moon, because it takes 30 days for the moon to spin around us. It's the Earth spinning inside of this kind of stationary ball of water. Fun fact. It was getting cold at 4 p.m. in New England. Yeah, that's gross. It's cold in New England all winter long. What the fuck are you talking about? Not just the wind, it's the flooding too. Shallow roots don't work well in Florida. No, they don't. So if I shoot something straight up, it comes right back down where it's launched. Again, because an object in motion stays in motion, so you're attached to the Earth and you're spinning at that speed, right? The same speed of the Earth. So when you get shot up, you're still in that motion. You're still spinning with the Earth. Like, just like when you're in a train and you're going 70 miles an hour and you jump, you're not just gonna be suddenly fucking flying off into. You could be driving in your car and throw a ball up in the air. The ball's not gonna fucking fly back, because an object in motion stays in motion. So yeah, that's what happens there. First law of Newton's physics. Einstein physics gets a lot much more complicated, but yeah, this is all 1600 math right here from the 1600s. I can keep going, dude. Orbit's cool. It is actually. Are you serious? No, you're kidding. None of what you're saying is scientifically proven. It's all hearsay, pseudoscience. I mean, yeah, if you call hundreds of years of experimentation and data, recreating experiments worldwide over and over again, yeah, if you call that pseudoscience, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really here to argue whether or not the Earth is round or flat. That's ridiculous. It's absurd. Either 1 + 1 = 2, or the Earth is not round. Really no in between. Did you know the Greeks figured out the circumference of the Earth 2,000 years before Jesus, using trigonometry, like high school math, and shadows from 2 different points on Earth? I remember doing the equations in my trig class. I forget the dude's name that did it, but it was the Greeks, and he was off by like 500 meters, which is pretty damn close if you think about the technology that we're using. I'm just messing with a total stone guy. It don't really matter to me. We still gotta get up to pay your taxes, motherfucker. Oh, it's starting to get dark. I see what you're saying. It's getting dark at what were you saying? 5, 4. Orbit's my favorite one, dude. Why are people weightless in orbit? Does anyone know why they're weightless? And the most obvious answer is to say that there's no gravity up there, but that's ridiculous because they're in orbit, affected by Earth's gravity. The moon is affected by Earth's gravity, and they're nowhere near it. So why does orbit exist? Like, what is that? They're literally falling. Exactly. They're in continuous falling. They're free falling towards Earth, but they're also going laterally, the right amount of speed going forward as they are free falling. So you end up in this perpetual free fall around Earth, and that's what orbit is. And that's just mind blowing. It's kind of cool to think about. What's up, Jeannie? Yeah, I'm definitely stoned. I mean, I don't need religion when I have like actual science. I know a lot of people do rely on their spirituality and their religion. For me, I hope one day that one proves the other. That would be cool. But nevertheless, like, the further you look out in space, the further back in time you're seeing. That blows my fucking mind. It really does. On the edge of a magnetic ball, per se. Yeah, that's true. We have a magnetosphere. Dude, all I do is at nighttime. I used to fall asleep to the show House. I don't know if you guys have ever gotten into the show House MD, like the doctor that like is a genius but is also a drug addict. I used to fall asleep to that show. I could probably, like, if you were to put an episode on during the opening credits, I'll tell you what's wrong with the patient. I've seen that show so many times. Now I've been falling asleep to just different documentaries, and some of them are nuts. Some of them are like space and physics and natural science. I just watched this one yesterday. If any of you get a chance to watch The Curious Case of Natalia Grace, The Curious Case of Natalia Grace, it is fucking wild, dude. It is so wild. All right, I'll give you the rough draft version synopsis because I don't want to ruin anyone. I don't want to ruin it for anyone. It's on HBO. But it was like this girl who has dwarfism, a type of dwarfism, is adopted from Ukraine, and this family thinks that she's not actually the 6-year-old that her paperwork says. They think that she's a grown-ass woman, impersonating herself as a 6-year-old. And then they say that the girl was diagnosed as a sociopath, would be like, they'd wake up and the girl would be on like outside or like next to their bed with knives and shit. It goes way deeper than this. It's a wild, wild story. Yeah, you just have to watch it. What's up? What's up, NorCal? What's up, Marky? Like the film Orphan, yeah. So, yep, kind of like that. Except this happened after Orphan. This happened after that movie. I used to care about all this, and I realized I won't believe anything till I see it myself. And there's no way in hell I'm going to space. No fucking way. You know what? You don't have to go to space to find out all this is true. But you're right. I would encourage anyone to please see for yourself. In fact, that's like the modern. That's exactly what science tells you to do. You know, my favorite thing about science, and I don't want to get too far into this, but it's a self-correcting mechanism, right? You're encouraged to be proven wrong. In fact, if you come up with some theory, you're either proven wrong or right, and it's encouraged to find out. It's okay to be wrong. It's not like it doesn't attack anyone's culture, I guess, to say, hey, you were wrong. And if you're that other scientist, like, you either have to accept it or you're probably going to get shunned because the facts are there. If you were to get rid of all theologies, all modern known books and everything, all bit of knowledge, and we just started over, right? The only thing that's coming back in the exact same way that it is today is going to be science. It's going to come back. We're going to have the exact same conclusions. All science is meant to be disproven. I hope that one day one proves the other. Like I said earlier, I hope it does, and I think it will. I'm not saying I don't have a spiritual side to me, because I do. I do have very spiritual beliefs, but at the same time, you know, that's my subjective view of the experiences that I've had, and there's no way to do experimentation on it and test it, and to, you know, not so far. This is my new fidget toy, by the way, you guys. It's this tripod. Like, it starts out, you just throw it in your wallet, and then you gotta have a stand for your phone. Boom. Put your phone in that. And then you have a little tripod for your phone, so you can set it up anywhere. And then it comes apart too if your phone's wide. I know I was pitching this earlier, but then boom, you put your phone on it, make it wider, so that way. Anyways, it does all these cool things like a little transformer, and I tinker with it all the time. Accidentally, Alicia. Mind blown? What's going on? Science equals step 1, fuck around. Step 2, find out. Yes. Yes. And I don't mean to discredit anyone's personal beliefs. I encourage everyone to have their internal spiritual self, and you should have some sort of spiritual connection. It's really good for mental health. It's good for interpersonal relationships. Whatever it is that you call it. Please keep doing that. But I'm such a what's the word I'm looking for? There's a certain word. I don't know. I don't believe everything at face value. I'm a skeptic. That's the word I'm looking for. Until you meet death. That's okay. So Brian Wong says, all religion is true division. There is only one true God. No one is meant to know who or what that is until you meet death, or we would already know. You know what I think? I don't even think that we're smart enough to ask the right questions. I don't think we give ourselves a lot of credit, which we should. We've came up, as far as any other life that we can compare ourselves to, the amount of knowledge that we've gained over kind of a short amount of time. It's pretty amazing. We're an industrial creature on Earth. But at the same time, like, I don't know if we're headed always in the right direction. I don't think that we're smart enough to, like, we don't even know we don't know what's going on. Like, no one really knows. Like, some people have what's called faith, and that's what you're encouraged to have. You have faith because in the face of evidence and in the face of tyranny, in the face of control, you have that faith, right? That grounds you. It's like, yes, that's great. However, when I am pretty high. Shit, I was trying to make a point. Well, now you're asking me questions about other things. But questions all and take no shit. Faith is good, but don't follow blindly. I don't know. I was making a good point, but it got lost in the fray of the rest of the windows open in my brain right now. Why are you back at Lake Mead? Why are you not just at Slabs? I needed a break from Slabs. Slabs really took a lot out of me the last couple of years. So, yeah, I just needed to. Honestly just needed to take some time to myself. Hi, Mia. Are you back at Canada or are you still down in Slabs? I missed you at Slabs this year. I'm out in the Vegas area. A dwarf pretending to be a 6-year-old and being murderous and scary. Yes, that's wild. Yeah, there's like a whole debate on how old this girl is. It's been a debate for a hot minute. So yeah, it's a dude. The way that they present it in that show is just absolutely wild. Or maybe just stoned. I seem happier. I am a little more relaxed. I'm spending a lot of time in nature. I'm not freezing out in the cold and seeing my dead van in front of me every day. But I am actually like, that loneliness sets in when I do this. I've done this before where I'm out in the, by myself for weeks at a time, month and a half, 2 months here. Loneliness sets in after a while. I got like a week at the longest until that goes away because a friend's coming to visit. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of waiting for the next day each day. Mia says, I know, totally wasn't the same without you. Aw, you're back in Berta. It'll be negative 35 Celsius in a couple of days. For those of you who don't know, that's probably like negative 10 Fahrenheit, right around there. That's pretty cold. Get yourself a Wilson. I have a Zag, and she's pretty good, but she also just fucking sleeps all day. Why is it really that rough? I was homeless for the last 2 years. I'm metal detected from Washington State, New York, and just got housing. I'm just curious because I almost stopped at Slabs. No, Slabs is your first year there is always absolute magic. It's absolute magic. But once you get intertwined, it's just like any other small town. There's small town drama, and that's last year was the year I went and hunted down spiders. So, yeah, the last couple of years they really did take a lot out of me. So I just needed a breath and a break, and to figure out, the Slabs wasn't really what the purpose of me traveling was. When I first started traveling, it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna go live in Slab City. It's just easy to stay there. I've got friends there. There's stability there, but there's also a lot of drama, and it's just like interpersonal drama for the most part. So I'm just needing a break. That's all. Every once in a while I'll do this. I haven't gone every single year or even stayed every single year. Usually I'm only there from like, I would show up in October and bounce around December. But then the last couple of years I stayed and stayed and stayed and stayed. So I'm just not doing that this year. Marky says, that's why you have us. Johnny, where are you? You're in Arizona somewhere. I'm in Arizona. It's also very windy in Bisbee. Yeah, I'm not too far. Not too far. COVID took out my food truck, so I sold everything and just mobbed out. Dude, yeah, I get that for sure. How are you traveling? Were you like thumbing it, or were you in a vehicle? What was your thing? See, it seems like for most of the nomads out there, they experience some kind of loss, right? Like there's some sort of tragedy or loss or something that was like, fuck this, and then they bounce and they just start traveling. And we are lucky enough to live in a gigantic country where you can do a lot of traveling unregulated. You don't have to hop borders and stuff from state to state. So there's a lot you can see just in the states that you can't do in the rest of the world. -40 Fahrenheit. My bad. I thought that's much colder than I was expecting. Because 32 Fahrenheit is freezing and zero. So -30, -40. That's crazy. That's insane. Car till it broke down in Indy. Yeah. Yeah, the East Coast is tougher to, honestly, I think. Out here, it's so easy to just find some spot like this. Then I walk the rest of the way to New York. It's nuts. It's pretty easy to find some spot like this in the middle of nowhere and camp. Like, I have neighbors, but they're pretty far away. Everyone just leaves themselves alone. So the West Coast is it's just so much more vast. It's so much more open. You can find somewhere to camp almost anywhere. The closer you get to cities, urban areas, it gets a little more tough. But at the same time, yeah, -35 means 35 under the zero freezing point. Yeah, I know. In Fahrenheit, that's not what it means though, because our freezing point is 32 degrees. Fahrenheit doesn't make any damn sense. Not for water, not for the measurement of water. Fahrenheit was originally used to measure body heat. That was the point of it. But Americans just started using the metric system. Does make more sense. I don't care who's out there, who's mad about that. The metric system makes way more sense than the imperial system, the shit that we're using. Like, let's be honest. Tell me, how many feet are in a mile? Make that make sense. Make it make sense. How many feet are in a mile? 5,286 or 68 or something like that. Make that make sense to you. Like, how many is there that many inches in a foot? Nope, there's 12. Fuck. Doesn't even make sense. A foot. How is that a measurement? Yeah, I've been to Payless shoes, and not every foot is the same. You're born and raised in the Tri-Cities. Hell yeah. Tri-Cities, Washington. For those there's Tri-Cities in other areas. It is still blasting windy right now. I am not coming to visit Mia, not at -40 Fahrenheit. No way. It's not so bad on the East Coast. Yes, it is. Yeah, Alicia, that it's more vast. I will admit there's probably more money to be made on the East Coast. It's easier to make money. 5,280. Yeah, that's it. He says, what? Mind blown. But on tape measures, it's all the same. Yeah, centimeters make sense. Literally van life thing right this second. Plus 1 mile. Yeah, the imperial system is a mess. And Why we use Fahrenheit doesn't make sense to me. Why we use feet inches doesn't make sense to me. I think it's just like, I think we did it just to be like, fuck England. I really do. I think that's really what is going on. We were just like, fuck your tea. We're drinking coffee. Meters, get the fuck out of here. We're going to make it so confusing you guys can't even figure out how much land we have. How much land do you have? We got miles of land. You know how many feet of land we have? Like millions of feet of land. Millions of feet. And they're like, what the fuck? I will admit, I'm happy that we switched to coffee as a culture. I do like coffee quite a bit. He just seems, I don't know, weak. Coffee just seems like something a cowboy drinks, whereas tea seems like something his wife drinks to me. Should I not be saying that? It's 2024. I don't know. I got a tape measure from Amazon with inches, but separated into tenths. Like, wait, what? That would be confusing. That doesn't make any damn sense at all. There was no bell notification. Oh, damn. I don't know why you didn't get the notification. For anyone else that wants to know when I go live, if you hit subscribe and then you hit that notifications button, the little bell, ding ding, it'll let you know, hey, Zig's going live. So you'll catch me live, maybe even have a chat with me if you don't get that opportunity very much. I mean, it says I count kilometers in time. Yeah, like it's like an hour and a half away. Yeah, we do the same thing. But we do it in miles. Yep, you made it. You made it, Roger. Yeah, we'll do that in miles, but it's like 120 miles is 2 hours. Like if you think about your speed in kilometers, you'll think you're going really fast everywhere you go. Like I'm going 100. Oh my god! But like 100 kilometers for like that's 60. Yeah, kilometers a click. Yep. Roger, we got. Let's see, what I got. Roger, we got 4 clicks until we get to the ETA. Over. I forgot how to talk on a radio. Oh, by the way, I had a critter. I left Zag's dog food dish out, and realized it like an hour after sunset. And I went to go grab it, and it was gone. Like I had a fox coming up to me when I had a fire the other day, and this fox was super curious. And it's like a little kit fox. It's like Zag-sized fox, slightly bigger than Zag. And thankfully, I had put Zag in the truck because we're out here, and I know there's coyotes. But this fox came up and got real curious, sniffing pretty close to me. And I got some video of it. It'll be in my next video. Anyways, I think that little shit came back and got Zag's dog food dish because when I realized that, I left her food out there, I went out there to go grab it, and the water dish was right next to her food dish, and it was there, but the food dish is gone. I'm like, oh man, I bet you that he probably ate it somewhere nearby, and there's like a little wash in front of me, and I stood up on the edge of the wash and looked up and down and thinking maybe I could see her bowl because it was white. No, I don't see it. He took off with it, fed his babies with her dog food. And it's like super organic dog food too. It's got like 3 or 4 ingredients or some shit. Oven baked. I get Zach really good food, so at least that, little shit got a good meal that day. I'd imagine good meals like that are hard to find out here, but he knew exactly where to look. He's like, oh, a dog food dish. I've never seen one of those before. Yeah, man. Wildlife lives under slab laws. Like, nah, I found it. It's mine now. If I had an off-road vehicle, this place would be so much fun, actually. You could get anywhere. Bagged a nice 4x5 buck hanging in the shed. Yo, what kind of deer is it? What do you got down there? Mule deer? Oh, you're in Arizona. What is it? They're blacktail? It's a pretty big deer. 4x5. Gross. Yeah, Mel says gross. Not everyone's a hunter. I was raised bow hunting. I never rifle hunted till I went into Iraq. I was raised shooting archery though, and bow hunting, fishing. I will admit though, price of groceries these days, one deer can feed a family for quite a while. Blacktail. Yeah, one deer could be like the difference of some families like being able to get extra diapers that month, extra formula. Oh, you're hunting with a bow too? You shooting recurve or longbow? Guys, play nice. Believe it or not, most hunters understand conservation just as much as anyone that doesn't approve of hunting. But everyone is. I mean, we're all entitled to support hunters, and they're very entitled to not like hunters. There's we're all allowed our assholes and our opinions. I guess I would honestly. Here's my theory: the way the technology is going right now, future human beings like, and don't get me wrong, I like meat. I support hunting, but future human beings are gonna look at us like we are absolute savages. Um, the fact that you can clone meat right now, you can actually grow meat and grow a chicken breast. It's the exact same genetic makeup. It's completely identical to a chicken breast that you would get from a living chicken that you slaughtered in a slaughterhouse. It's identical, absolutely to the genetic level. You could just grow it. No animal was harmed in the making of this meat. It's actually meat, so any actual meat lovers don't need a substitute meat. They're getting real meat. I think that's like the middle ground between this whole debate. Sure, I think there'll still be hunters. I think there's a need for them, so a lot of these species don't end up, um, being invasive species because too much of like look what happened to us when we weren't regulated. Um, but I will say that future humans are going to look at us like absolute savages for eating meat from killing animals and eating meat specifically. They're going to have meat, but it'll probably be lab grown. Um, That's my theory. 1,000 years from now, they're gonna be like, "Wow, man, those people." Like we look at cavemen, the way we look at cavemen, like, "Oh, they had fire. That's all they had." They're gonna look at us like, "Okay, so you made it in orbit, but you were killing animals and eating them. That's insane." Um, Meanwhile, all of our technology is that we're developing now is what's going to lead to that. The fact that we're going to have cloned meat. No lab meat for you. Well, yeah, you'll be long gone before this happens anyways, so don't worry. You don't have to worry about eating lab meat if you don't want to, but I promise you that is what's going to happen. And everyone's saying, or whatever, no lab meat for you. I would really encourage you to go look into it instead of just being like, I don't like science. That's new and weird. Because it's literally fucking meat, dude. You're like saying no to meat. I don't like meat. Okay. It's a cloned meat. If you know what cloning is, it's like genetically identical It's fucking, they're growing muscle. Like, they're just growing muscle. That's it. And it doesn't grow a brain or an eyeball, and it doesn't have to, like, grow up getting fed a bunch of hormones. And, like, most of the food that you buy is trash compared to what they could provide through cloned meat. But it's cool. I would just say go look into it. Clone people for cannibal meat. Fucking A. I'm all about that. Let's do it. I'm curious what people taste like. Clone my own meat. Like, here, take like a cheek swab, clone my leg. We'll all dine, bro. I'll share. I'll eat. We could all, like, that could be, wrap it in bacon and like deep fry it. I'm absolutely about it. I am so curious. I would eat a person. I bet you in like an apocalyptic situation, I wouldn't be that. I'd be like, let's do it. I'm down. And I said, if you can clone my leg, like I said, that's a big old chunk of meat. Let's do it. I'm all about it. Eat that glute. Humans have been hunting since the beginning of time. It's in our genetics. I will admit, though, like, I don't think that I might lose some subscribers for this. We'll test this out and see. But I genuinely don't think human beings are supposed to be killing other animals. I really don't. Early human beings, let's say, we developed into humans. We don't have to be in trees anymore. We're best runners in the world. Long distance runners, we're not the fastest, but we are the best long distance runners. I don't think human beings are designed for killing. I've never met a hunter that killed a deer and like didn't have an emotion about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you do have, and there's a twinge of, man, I just did take a life. Like, that is what you did. Let's all not pretend that feeling isn't there. But we don't have claws. We don't like have fangs. We're not like, if any of these animals that we're actually going out and hunting, like, we would lose bare knuckle fight with. Like, a deer would fuck you up if you'd put that bow down, that rifle down. We have to make tools. We're smart enough to make tools to make us better fighters, but bare naked, like, you might get lucky because of your intelligence. I still think a deer would mess up most people. Like, most people ain't got it in them to take on a full grown 5x5 deer, elk. Like, you're toast, dude. You're probably toast. And sure, there's a rare occurrence that you might get a chokehold on it or whatever, but let's not pretend that thing wouldn't just kick the shit out of you. So we make tools, right, to make us better hunters. And because we know the value as intelligent monkeys, we know the value. Like, we need to eat, and that is a food source. We're probably most likely scavengers, hunters, like gatherers and scavengers. We're probably finding dead things and just getting the fucking leftovers, right? Boiling. We figure out fires so we get boiled bones. But really, it was all the tools that we made that made us better hunters. And I don't think that's natural for human beings. I think that we just understood the need for it to survive, to kill. I think that's what happened. I think that most monkeys aren't actually going out and hunting. They have battles with other monkeys and stuff, but they're not hunters. They're scavengers. They'll eat a dead thing if they find it, but mostly it's fruits, stuff like that. So that being said, I don't think we're naturally supposed to be killing. That's why you have an emotional response to it. I think that we just made tools to make it easier, but maybe that's just my theory. Like, I have no evidence to support this aside from just some logic. We don't kill, we harvest. That's not true, man. Yeah, you're harvesting it. That's just a longer way of saying that you killed it and took its body to consume. Like, it's just what it is. Stop beating around the bush. Like, at least it's hard to take like, let's just at least be honest about what we're doing. You kill a deer. I've killed deer before. I've killed fish before. I've hunted boar. I've hunted bear. I like hunting, but it's not like it's always like it's an adrenaline rush. That's a good feeling. I like the adrenaline rush, and I like feeling animalistic, kind of, like, because I don't rifle hunt. I've always bow hunted. So I like that, like, primal thing. It's like that deer fever that you get. I do like that, but at the same time, like, there's always a bit of a an emotional response to. I don't think a lion gives a shit when it kills a gazelle. I don't think its feelings kind of sad about, like, they kill babies and shit and they take it back to their fucking families. They're like, look what I did. I don't think that, you know, I don't think an animal, a lion really gives two shits when they do that. But I think the humans do, because it's not natural for us to do it. We're just smart enough to know the need. That's a long rant. But yeah, I'll go hunting with you, dude. Be a vegan then? No, I don't want to be a vegan. I'm not talking shit, bro. Like, pump the fucking brakes. Jesus. Stop being so fragile. I lost that feeling at 8, but I am the oldest of 8. DD in prison, and my mom was a vegetarian. I learned really young that I love meat, and I do not afraid to process cook it. I think you're probably getting the healthiest meat you can get too, is if you're out hunting it. That's like the most natural way. Like, it's not pumped full of inorganic, like, hormones and processed feed. Like, we give cows corn, they can't even eat corn. Like, it's not good. Like, they're not supposed to eat corn, they're supposed to eat grass. But you know what? We figured it out, so we just do that. It's cheaper. Like, you're getting much better food if you're either farming it yourself or you're hunting it yourself. It's just way healthier for you. Oh, sorry, I forget that the mic exists. I just got this mic. But I get it. Like, I'm not going to be vegan because I don't like most of that food. But at the same time, like, I don't shame them because they don't like hunting. Like, good for them. That's where their moral compass is. When did I eat meat last? I mean, last night. I ate meat last night. I'd out hunt you any day, dude. You're getting super defensive because I shared that I don't think it's natural for us to hunt. Vegan food sucks. Like, you're so angry. Why are you so mad at vegans, dude? What have they done to you? Who hurt you? A vegan hurt you? I have very, very close, good vegan friends that don't appreciate hunting or killing. They're great people. This is not a measurement of whether someone's good or bad, whether they hunt or they don't hunt. Everyone's got a moral compass, man. My moral compass includes hunting. I think that it's a good thing. I don't think we should be over hunting or over fishing, but I don't think that makes anyone a bad person. What I do think is that their moral compass doesn't include that. My moral compass does. But I think we all have moral compass. Like, there are some absolutes. Like, it's never okay to kill a baby. Like, that's something we can all agree on. You can't just drop kick a baby for no reason, even if it's Hitler. Like, I don't know, man. That's like, you're talking about time travel at that point. And, like, I don't know if I would drop kick baby Hitler, because, like, what would come instead of him? I'm not sure. I prefer your meat fresh and honest. All I can do is make a truck stop joke right now, and I'm not gonna. But you and your meat, I hope you're very happy together. You know, like, I don't like, there's a lot of foods I don't like, but primarily when it comes to fruits and vegetables, I don't like them cooked. I really don't. There are some that I don't mind cooked, like potatoes are good cooked. Like, I'm not gonna go eat a raw potato, corn, stuff like that. Stuff that you can't eat raw, beans. But like lettuce and broccoli, like carrots, none of that shit. Once you cook it, I don't want anything to do with it. And same with fruit. Like, once you make the fruit hot, like, I'm good, man. I would much prefer my fruits and vegetables to just be raw. And I didn't know that growing up. When I was growing up, I had that kind of dad that's like, you're gonna sit here and you're gonna eat this with it, and you can't go and do anything for the rest of the day unless you eat. So I would just sit there until bedtime, not eating my cooked peas and green beans. I like green beans right out of the garden, peas right out of the garden. Once you cook them, put them in a can, which is all we were like, it was not okay. So made it to Savannah, yay! Drive safe, Alicia. But yeah, I just don't like. I like my plants raw, like apple pie. Nah, man, out of the oven, all steaming. Like it's just soggy fucking apples. It's weird. But if you put it in the fridge, I'll eat it the next day. Yeah, all day long. Like once it's cold again, it's better. Come help you hunt in August. You have a 2-week hunt. We'll see what I'm doing in August. Hopefully I'm up in Oregon getting my van fixed. That's kind of my goal. By August. But man, I'm not that far from Prescott now, so I don't know if you ever come to Vegas, but you could drive up here. Rot Ostrich, the 5th. I'm assuming the 5th. Just tuning in. What's up, dude? What's up, Darren? I got pineapple pizza and potatoes. Potato sushi. You in? I don't mind potatoes cooked, but I'll pass on the whatever the hell you pineapple pizza. I'll eat a pineapple pizza out of the fridge, like a cold pizza. What's up, Ketone? Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, Vegas. That's what I thought, about 4 hours away. I don't know if I'm ever. I've thought about like seeing what housing options they have up here for homeless veterans. And maybe they could put me in an apartment or something. I'm not sure how that would work. It's not like I really have a lot of money to toss in on an apartment. So, and one of the goals that I have here is to get my disability raised because some of my ratings are pretty low. So, when I got evaluated, though, I was working for the state of Oregon, and I was doing much better, better than I am today. So, time to get outdoorsy. Mischief Maker says, waiting for new license to arrive. I'm out of here. Where are you posting up at right now? Waiting on your new license. I'm waiting on the title of my truck to show up, so I can finally. I've showed it to 2 people, and both of them passed because I didn't have the title. I'm like, title's in the mail, and they're like, oh. And I'm like, so if you want, I was like, if you want to buy it, we can do whatever paperwork you want to do, and then I'll just give you the title when it shows up. And they're like, yeah, we'll wait till you get the title, and like, I'm sure they're not interested anymore. So, title said it'd be 4 to 13 weeks, I think. 4 to 13 weeks till the title showed up. It's just mind-blowing to me. Go to Mexico, walk back, and get 9,000 in debit card. I don't understand. It's actually pretty cold outside right now. $50 degrees. Okay, 50 degrees with 30-mile-an-hour winds. I'd say that's pretty damn cold. Personally, it probably feels more like 40 degrees. And I have some firewood. I'd like to have a fire and enjoy it, but it's supposed to stop being windy. Last time I looked this morning, it was supposed to stop being windy by like sunset. And it's getting like, I think we got, let's see, like an hour till sunset. Feels like 35. It's in the mail, right, Zig? I do have a mailbox, you guys, and it is currently attached to my Amazon wish list. So if you want to help me out, there's some useful stuff on there. I recently went through it and got rid of a lot of the stuff that was really van life centered, since I'm not in my van right now. And I'll go through it again eventually, and once I get my next vehicle or fix the van and add some stuff or whatever. But if anyone wants to go check it out, I've also got my merch shop if you want to get some stickers, some Nomadic Zig stickers, or if you want hoodies or whatever. Plus, I got my tip jar and all my links. It would be cool if anyone wanted to help me out. My birthday is 2 weeks from today, in 2 weeks. And it would be, honestly, my goal is to be able to afford a hotel room on my birthday. it would be nice to be able to get at least just like I'm honestly sleeping in a tent right now on this backpacker's air mattress and a thin little like 1-inch pillow top thing. It's not terrible, but having a mattress for a day would be really nice. Really nice for my 4.0. My 3.0 is a little much different than this, but that was a long time ago. In any case, yeah, those are the ways that you can support your second, third, first favorite YouTuber. Me. Fatwood fire starters, I make them, I will gift them to you. Yeah, man, swing on through Vegas. We have 39 days, 7 p.m. sunsets. Oh, in 39 days, the sunsets will start setting at 7. I like it when it's like 9. I fucking love the summer, man. Summer's so good. My favorite part about the desert in the summer is nighttime. Nighttime, it's like dark, no moon. You can see all the stars, and you could be in shorts. That's great. I like that. I can make fire in the wind. Sure, I can. And it would be nice. It would just burn up all my wood way faster just because it would be hotter. I had a fire the other night, and then it just started getting kind of hot, and it, or not hot, but windy, and ended up burning up more wood. It's not really fun hanging out in 30-mile-an-hour wind either, to be honest with you, just getting blasted by the wind, hovering by the fire to stay warm. When I could just stay in here. Yeah, wind burn. It's just it's not that pleasant to get this body fucked by the wind the whole time. And it's cold wind too. It's not like a warm wind like it is in the tropics or whatever. The wind in the desert's cold. It's like evaporative cooler. All the moisture that there is cooled it down like a swamp cooler. So by the time it hits you, and I'm right near the lake, so by the time it hits you, it's like, God, it like goes right through your bones. I got 3 layers on when I have to go out there. Yeah, smash that like button. Pretty much everyone has, actually. It's a pretty good rate. 33 people in here, 33 likes. It was just 32. Someone just hit it. Thank you for whoever that was. Appreciate that like. Yeah, for real. Tent life is for the birds. I actually have a tent on my Amazon wish list. I'm pretty sure I put it on there. It's like a windproof thermal tent thing. It's a weird square shape thing. I put it on there, and it's supposed to be like windproof. Not proof, but it's supposed to take some pretty strong winds. And I remember there being somebody in Slabs with this tent. We named him, his name was Two Tents. And he had 2 tents that was like one of these. But yeah, it's on my Amazon wish list because I don't think this will be the last time I deal with the wind out here. And once I sell the truck and the wind comes, all I'll have is that tent. I'm also gonna have to find a spot to put up like a longer term camp if I'm gonna stay in the area. And I think that I might be screwed until it warms up because the really good spots, it's cold up there right now. You have a 6-person tent with my name on it. Is it like gonna take the wind? Because that's really what I need, man. Like most like I can't take a big ass tent either because I'm just gonna be in a backpack. If I can't throw it in the backpack, then. But I'm sure I could find some. If you're gonna gift me a tent, I'll take the tent and I'll get some use out of it. And eventually, once I can't use it anymore, I'll gift it to someone because I really prefer to just pay it forward. Had to do my brakes in 45-degree chills. Got it done once everyone's smoking. Dude, yeah, that sucks. Getting stuck in the cold, having to work on your vehicle. It's actually not as big as you think. A woman got caught walking across the Canadian border with young children in North Dakota. She and kids had frostbite and almost froze to death. She called 911. That's crazy, man. Who the hell wants to sneak into Canada, though? Like, what are you doing? You already made it. You've gone too far, man. Turn around. That's sad, though. This is also going to be an unpopular opinion. I think I've shared a few today. What's one more? Why not? Let's do it. I don't. Shit. I don't like borders. I really, really don't. I think it's like, don't get me wrong. I like borders. We need to have secure borders. I just don't like how we prevent people from walking through them who want to. Here's an example. If I was living on this side of the border, somewhere near Mexico, like say Slabs, for example, and I had a friend who lived on the other side of the border, I need to get the government's permission to go hang out with him. Like, I have to go get searched, or they have to get searched for us to hang out with each other. I just don't like it. It's so weird. If I had a friend that treated me like that, like I wouldn't be their friend. It's like an overbearing parent. It feels like. Let's say I wanted to like hire this person. Holy shit, no, man, we're going to jail. Actually, if I hire my friend who lives like just an hour south of me, yeah, we're going to jail. We've now committed a crime because I hired my buddy. Or if I wanted to house him, oh man, like yeah, it's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous that I have to get the government's permission to hang out with someone from down there. And I know this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but at the same time, like they don't make it easy to become a U.S. citizen, and I don't know why. Like we literally have etched in stone in the Statue of Liberty, like for these people to come here, like we will give you safety from the terrible, terrible world that is out there. That's like the American fucking dream, and we don't make it easy. There's sure millions of people coming over here, and you really think that all of them are terrible? Like you really think that every single man, woman, and child that's coming wants to just do everyone harm, or do they just want to like be in the best country on earth and make some money and live comfortably? I don't really care for borders. Yeah, I know it's Rob. You're not wrong, man. You're absolutely not wrong. That is calling me out. Yeah, I don't like the government. I really prefer things to be more localized. If I was king for a day, I'd prefer my government to be at the smallest level instead of the biggest. And that's really what the big debate about is with most government political talks is how big should the government be? That's where most political structures are formed, is how big should our government be, or how small should our government be? I'm of the small government. So you calling me out for asking about housing for homeless veterans as well is a bit hypocritical. You're not wrong. I'm not gonna lie. It is a bit hypocritical because big government. That's who I'll be going to try to get this taken care of, and it's unfortunate that that's who I have to go to, big government, in order to get the care, the health care, and the housing care that I might want and need. I wish it was a more localized situation, but it's not, and this is the world we live in. If I was king for a day, I wouldn't even be getting VA benefits. I would turn that shit off, even though I benefit greatly from it. Yeah, I just unless it's voluntary, like that's the thing. I would say I'm a voluntarianist, whatever it's called. I prefer my government to be voluntary. So, husband versus Canadian winter, it's a no-brainer. Yeah. What? What is happening? Oh, you just got to find your husband. I see. Mia, what about that dude that you are with? Isn't that you going to be your man? You were sharing all your friends with, showing off all your friends from Slabs. Don't no one take their partner to Slabs unless they serious about them. You mean you're tired, you're poor, you're huddled masses yearning to be free. Breathe free, sorry. The wretched refuse of your teeming shores, send those the homeless tempest tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door, etched into stone. And then we're just like, yeah, but it's, but not those ones. I don't know, man. That's the America that I fell in love with, though, is like the one that they told you existed. That's literally the one that, that's the one that I served. Thought I was serving. It's a good dream, Oh, you're whatever. He's Canadian. He's not going to give you a green card. That's it. Mia, I'm here to tell you, if the men in this chat knew what you looked like, they'd be offering you a green card right now. Roche says, still, I do love America. We have a good country. The land here is beautiful. We have a lot of rights that the rest of the world doesn't have. You need to go potty? It's so windy outside. Are you sure? Big stretch. Hi, good morning. She's been sleeping for the last 2 hours. Can you go potty? Oh my god. Go on. Go potty then. And now she's like, no, it's so windy out there. What do you think? Can you go potty? I'm gonna close the door if you don't. Okay. Anyways, as I was saying, it's a good country. We got a lot of problems, and I don't like our government. I don't like the blues, the reds. I don't like the Trumps, the Bidens. I don't like the thems, the and us's. It's if your party isn't encouraging you to bridge the gap between yourself and the other party, if they're not encouraging you to figure out ways of compromise, they're just divisive, and that's terrible for us. That's absolutely terrible. Both your parties are absolute garbage. Darren says, I need a wife from North Dakota. There you go. There you go. How you doing? How's your van doing? Hey, Charles, thanks for asking. I'm doing okay. My van, on the other hand, is still dead in the water. Right now I'm in my truck trying to sell my truck down here in the Vegas area. So if anyone is interested in the truck, or if anyone wants to kick in on my hotel fund, my birthday is in 2 weeks, so I'm hoping to get up enough to get a hotel on my birthday. Mia says he took it surprisingly well, like actually came off as kind of a prince, but seeing him clean dishes out there was mind-blowing. Doing dishes out there in the Ponderosa. No left, no right, just control. Oh, you're welcome, Mia. I am gonna have to fill up on water. Like, I'm waiting for this wind to die down, but it's taking a bit. Oh no. Here, is this what you want? You want some of your water? Okay. I'm gonna have to get more. There's a free water station here, but it's like, I don't feel like doing it in this wind, and it's supposed to stop being windy. It's supposed to stop being windy around like sundown. So here pretty soon, maybe in the next hour. How much is a room in Vegas on average? I think in like Circus, they're pretty cheap. Like $100 would probably get me a room for the night at Circus. It does have it'll say like $30 online or $50 online, but then they have all these resort fees that they stack on there. But yeah, they're dog friendly, and I've stayed there a couple times because it's like the cheapest spot. It's the cheapest. And then maybe on my birthday or something like that, I could do a live stream, like stroll down the strip, down Fremont Street. Maybe that's what I could do for my birthday. And then like, you guys, if you tip enough, maybe I could even get drunk on my birthday, which I don't really get drunk, but maybe I could do it on live stream with you guys. Like, let's party together, woo! On a Sunday in Vegas. Paul Rump get a room with a girl. Oh yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Paul Rump is like prostitution actually isn't legal in Vegas, but it is legal outside of Vegas. So I think Paul Rump probably has brothels there. I'll be in Vegas for my birthday. Yeah, I'm outside of Vegas right now. Probably takes like an hour from the strip from where I'm at, right here. So I recently got a mailbox, which I've now connected to my Amazon wish list, and it'll be going to my mailbox here in Vegas. So be sure to check that out. If you go to the description of this video, all my links are there. My wish list, my merch shop, my link tree. The link tree is going to have even more links in there too. So Paw Hump. No, I can't go to Paw Rump and do that, man. It's like so expensive. I don't have that kind of money. I've never ever done that before. Never paid for sex. Like no shame in the game whatsoever. But yeah, never done it. It's funny how many dudes that surprises. Like I've had like army buddies like, you never have, and I'm like, no man, I've never done that. Paw Rump's only 60 miles from Vegas. Yeah, it's not that far. That sounds like a really good idea for a live stream night in Vegas. How long does it take for super chat tips to roll in? That's a good question, Mia. So if you give me a super chat, it comes in the next month. So right now it's January. I wouldn't get it until the end of February, and that's only if I can't cash out unless I make $100 for the month, and that includes ad revenue, it includes super chats. If I don't make $100, I can't cash out. The super chats come the following month, which kind of helps. Every month or so, I get $100, $200. So that is helpful. But the PayPal, the Cashapp, the Venmo, it comes immediate. And then I also have if you go to my link tree, there's a tip jar. And if you click on the tip jar, what if you don't want to open a Cashapp or Venmo or a PayPal, if you don't want to do any of those things, the tip jar is linked to my PayPal. So if you go to the tip jar, and then you can just use your debit card or whatever and send money that way, it goes straight into my PayPal. It's all linked up. Right now, to be honest with you, if you send me money right now, 2 weeks to my birthday, if you send me money right now, it would probably end up going to food. I would probably end up buying food with it because food's been killing me. But I hate to say it, but that's really going to be what I need before my birthday comes around. But I think for like $100, I'd be able to get a room at around the 21st, by the way, is my birthday. Today's the 7th, so it's literally 2 weeks from today. January 21st, the first day of Aquarius. The dawning of the age of Zig. Don't forget it. You heard it here first. Live stream drunk, yes. Long term out there close to supplies. You pay with your miles of smiles. Not in time for your birthday, lame. No, Mia, but again, if you go to my tip jar, that would show up immediately. Or then Venmo, PayPal, Cashapp. I also have Zelle. Damn, dude, I should bring you a bunch of mountain houses. Is that? Oh yeah, dude. I actually just had a couple of those the other day, and I didn't hate them. They were pretty good, like way better than an MRE. I would eat those. I would definitely take those. That would be cool. I keep looking at like the big containers of them on Amazon. I'm like first of all, right now with my truck, I'm good. I can move things around, but if I was a backpack, like I wouldn't be able to carry like 40 pounds of food. But they're also expensive. It's like $10 for a meal. Yeah, freeze dried. They're just dehydrated. So you boil water, you add water, you let them sit, stir them, let them sit, and they're good. I had the chicken and dumplings one, and it was pretty good actually. I didn't hate it. I had to eat it in the dark because there's fucking peas in it, and as we were just talking about, I don't like cooked peas, but I just ate it in the dark and it pretended like they weren't there. Yeah, they don't weigh much. They're literally for backpackers, and I already have the jet boil. Big shout out to Chuck for hooking me up, and that thing boils water in like no time. So yeah, I actually they're super convenient. Those dehydrated meals. I'm so old school. I can't find your PO box. Yeah, my PO box isn't listed publicly. It's linked to my Amazon wish list, and there's also a you can get anything on Amazon and send it to my PO box through my wish list. You can add whatever you want to it, but I don't have that listed publicly. I just got this box too, by the way. So any other box that you see on any of my older videos is going to be null and void. I need to go back through them and change everything. Actually, on old descriptions, there's just so many videos for me to go back and change all the descriptions. It's exhausting. But if you want the most accurate information on how to get a hold of me, like look at my most recent videos. I started doing it, going back and changing old descriptions, but it just took forever. Lulu, hey, what's up? Lulu says, hey, Zigzag and all. You still think the band a gem? Your home is a classic. Just one old lady's opinion. Oldie but goodie. Hoping it all works out, whatever you choose, by the way. Happy New Year. I tried to read it, Lulu. There were some parts I didn't understand, but good to see you. Zag is here. She's just laying next to me sleeping. Getting close to dinner time. So she's probably getting a little hungry. Flour, salt, sugar, yeast. Use peanut oil to fry bread. Oh, use Mountain House. You do Mountain House and make fresh bread. Rocks. So simple. Yeah, those Mountain Houses, they're a little pricey for a meal. $10 for like $10. I could get a few meals out of that if I shopped better, like eggs and cheese and some tortillas would a little bit. That's probably a little more than $10, but that'll get me 2 or 3 days versus one meal. But they are super convenient, man. They really are. And there's a little birdie out here that's so windy you can't fly away right now. But they preserve those mountain houses, those dehydrated meals. They preserve for a long time, so you can't find my tip jar. Mia, if you go to this video that is currently live streaming, go to my description. There'll be a link that says Linktree. It'll be like Linktree / Nomadic Zig or something like that. If you copy that and paste that into your browser, boom, it'll come up with all of my links. And then my tip jar will be, I think, the first link on that. You're going to be in North Las Vegas tomorrow morning. What are you doing there, Sharon? North Vegas. North side. I don't know how to do an N with my fingers. Direct Express won't let me send stickers or super chats. What's Direct Express? I don't know what that is. Hobo Stevo. Do we know each other, dude? I feel like I know you. We met in Slabs. Venmo and Cashapp won't show up on the Play Store in Canada. Well, Mio, after I get off of here, I'll just send you my Linktree link, and we just do it that way. I have your info, so I'll just hit you up. I have a can of stroganoff chili, cheese mac for my backup supply. I'm actually like starting to get some canned food for like backup meals. Really, I should be getting those dehydrated meals, those backpackers meals. I should be getting those because they preserve better. They're lighter than canned meals, but I do have some canned stuff too that I've been starting to collect. It's cheaper than $10 for a meal, even though it is good stuff. It really is. They got like biscuits and gravy and what one did I have? I think it was chicken and dumplings, and then chili mac. I got the chili mac one, which I got the chili mac because that was my favorite MRE in the Army. But I gotta be honest, I was not that impressed with the chili mac. I also didn't make it right. It was the first one I ever made, and I added too much water, so it was kind of soupy. And then I didn't let it sit long enough, so it wasn't quite. I don't know. I didn't do it right, so maybe it'd be better. I'll give a chili mac another try, but it wasn't as good as the dumpling one. I thought, but I did the dumpling one right. Use the right amount of water. I don't have a measuring cup, and it's like pretty specific on how much water you're supposed to use. So, but I did find a measuring type cup. So, delivering 43,000 pounds of crap. Oh, what's up, Shitto? Yeah, I do know you. Fucking thought so. I thought so. What up, Shitto? Good to see you, man. Long time no see, honestly. I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Why don't you do open panels? I don't know what that means. Large cans of Mountain House, 10 meals. I get 15 or 20. Yeah, the one I had was like a cup and a half of water. And another one was like a cup and 3/4 of water. So it's not always like the same amount. Yeah. I would have told you what this one was, but I threw the tube, way over there. But I got a really good deal on free rolls. I found it was a pretty far drive. It was over by the VA hospital, but I found a dispensary that gave 10 pre rolls for $50. So star. Never measure. Never measure. That's what happened the first time, dude. It was a blunder. Open panels is a StreamYard feature where you can add guests to the live. I guess YouTube now has it built in, so you can add guests to the live. Like you can live stream with people, but I don't know. That's not really what my channel's. Really live. I've never live streamed with anyone before. I don't know. Isn't that a TikTok thing too? I tried downloading Streamlabs, like, because first of all, I live stream on my phone. I don't have a whole computer set up to sit in here to like do StreamYards and all that. I have a laptop, but like that's not how I have my phone. My phone is what I've done and I tried downloading it on my phone, but it wouldn't link to my YouTube. Like for whatever reason, the mobile app wasn't working to link to my YouTube. The YouTube kept denying it or whatever. So I just gave up and I just do it this way. It's more like a Zoom meeting. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, do you guys really want to see me do a Zoom meeting with a bunch of people? I'm honestly not that interested. I have done some like group interviews before. If you look on older videos, I have done like group sessions. I've live streamed with. That was weird. I've live streamed with Corn before. I've been on Cause's channel a couple of times. Nemo's been on mine a couple of times. Like, so I do that kind of stuff. But as far as like having a split screen or whatever, like, it doesn't really interest me that much. Although I wouldn't mind live streaming with Angie. I don't know what that means. Star, I was serious. Angie's pretty cool. I could go 60, 90 days with water sources, use less first. I have seen the go live feature on YouTube before. I remember when it showed up. It was within the last year, I think, and it was like you can go. I've never used it, but I do have a friend who, in the very near future, might be starting a YouTube channel, and I'd like to help her start it because she's a traveler, and she's a solo female traveler, and goes all over the place. So maybe her and I one day could do a live stream together. I need a flying personal lot. I know what time I'd be chasing. By the way, Sharon, hit me up on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, I think, or even email. My email's in the description of this video, I think. And maybe we can link up tomorrow after you drop off your trailer. I don't know if you're also picking up or not. I don't even know if you're still listening, but it is still windy. I hope this wind stops soon. It said it was supposed to stop around sunset. I'm on my 6th day with buddy heater and 20-pound tank, $14 to fill, cheap heat. Dude, that's I don't know what heater buddy you're using, if it's just that smaller one. Not like the one that goes on the green tank, but the one that you attach the green tank to the side of it. Those I had a 2.5 gallon propane tank, like a pancake one. You know what I'm talking about? Not like a 5 gallon, but like a even smaller than that. And it lasted for like a month maybe a little less than a month on the heater buddy. Like, it just went forever. It was crazy. But one of those like green tanks was just done in a night. But once you put it on like a 5 gallon, dude, the thing will last forever. It actually blew my mind how long it was like. Also, fun fact, if your heater buddy, I don't know what hose you have, your 5 gallon, what'd you say it was? Your 20-pound tank. Yeah, your 5 gallon tank is attached to the heater buddy through the hose. I don't know what hose you got, but there is a specific hose the heater buddy makes that's kind of required for that, because any other hoses, a lot of them will have this inner lining that gets stripped off, and then it plugs up your heater buddy. It's super easy to clean if this happens, if your heater buddy stops like igniting or whatever. It just needs to be cleaned. Don't junk it. Just get on YouTube, look up cleaning the heater buddy. But the problem is the hose that you have. I had to actually special order one from the heater buddy website because I was having that issue. So fun fact, if that ends up happening, don't junk your heater buddy. Just look it up, how to clean it. It's super easy. And then get the right hose. But I know so many people are like, oh yeah, this thing, I don't know, it just broke after a couple of weeks. And it was like, and it's just like a real quick fix, and then just getting the right hose. £5 on your stove gets 3 months. That's crazy. What's up, Fart Sack? How you doing? You'll hit up my Facebook. Yeah, do that. Maybe we can link up tomorrow. I do need to run to town sometime soon. What's up, Critter Bones? Welcome to the live stream. I'm actually going a little longer this time. You guys got me for like another 30 minutes. I'll make this one 2.5 hours. But I'm going to turn the heat on in here because the sun's going down. It's getting kind of cold. Is it actually vibrating for you guys? Do you see that? Is the screen vibrating? Because it's like, I feel like it is, or maybe I'm vibrating. I'm not sure. Pretty high. Here, I'll show you what I'm looking at right now. Check this out. Is that the Bubba that I think it is? Do I know you, Bubba? If we met, you got a brother. That's what I'm looking at, you guys. No, second time watching. All right, I know a dude named Bubba. I haven't seen him in a while, but well, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the channel, man. It is day there. Yeah, the sun's going down right now. Actually, that's why it looks like that. But it's about to be nighttime. It's currently 4:30. Means I probably lit this joint. I probably lit this joint during 4:20. Dave's not here, man. Why does that surprise you that it's daytime? Where'd you think I was? Haha. Had to jump out and pee. It's so cold outside. I think your A is stuck on caps. Is it already yeah, Roche, that's because you guys don't do daylight savings. But is it already dark there in Prescott? What is happening? It is not so. It's sunset for you too. Yeah, you're not too far away. The sun's already gone over the horizon here. You're in Texas. That's cool. Well, yeah, we're in different time zones. You're like 2 hours after me. So it probably sunset a couple hours ago. Where at in Texas are you? I lived in Amarillo once upon a time when I was a little kid. Out in the Panhandle. Southeast Texas. So like the Padre Islands area. Is it Austin? Dude, we live on a spinning rock with a ball of fire in the sky. Yeah, no, it's nuts, isn't it? Doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. You're gonna get me going again. Hey Carol, how's it going? Oh, I got a donation from someone. Let me look at this. From Alvis. Hey, thanks, Alvis. I appreciate that donation. You're a rock star. I don't know if you're still listening, but they sent me a donation on PayPal. Big shout out to Alvis. Oh, like Louisiana, basically. Amarillo by morning. Up from San Antonio. Everything that I got is just what I got on. Yeah, but no one's headed to Amarillo. Nobody does it on purpose. You just pass through it. Gate guard, $200 a day. Yeah, those jobs are actually pretty dope. You can make like some areas, those gate guard jobs, you can make like 10 grand in a month. And only problem with that is again, I'm trying to get my disability raised, and they drug test. So I don't know about that. I've looked into it before. A lot of them don't pay 10 grand a month, but the ones in like the middle of summer, way down in South Texas near the border, and it's just dusty, 24-hour shifts. Basically, you're doing 12 hours on, 12 hours off. It needs 2 people, and you're doing it every single day. Yeah, you can make good money, really good money doing that. You need to get your security certificate in Texas and also any other state that they might send you to. And then basically your like state licensing saying, hey, I can work security. And then pass a drug test, and you do that every job that you go to. And it's usually like a month at this job, a month at that job, a month at this job, 2 months at this job or whatever. So I don't know if that works for me because I'm like, one, trying to get my disability raised for the VA. So I'd rather not put myself in a situation that's going to jeopardize more of my future. And then 2, yeah, they don't let you smoke weed in Texas. So I could go on and on about that being terrible, but I'm not gonna. Hey, I was there. Thank you. There you are. Appreciate you. I've just seen that. That'll definitely help me go towards food. That donation. I really appreciate that. This is a good one right here. I'm actually like doing okay when it comes to weed right now. It'll be a little bit till I need to go get some more. Weed here is kind of pricey. I'm not gonna lie. But what I didn't know is if you just shop around a little bit, since the city's so big, if you just look around, there's good deals, and this is a very veteran-friendly place. I'm getting big discounts. There's good deals if you're willing to drive for them. But I found a good deal on the way to the VA the other day, and that's what I'm going to be surviving off of for a hot minute. So I got like a half ounce for like, what was it, like $100, which is just probably half what I'm used to. Like Oregon actually had ounces for like 50, and it was decent weed. But this will still last me a while. You know, I'll be able to live off this. What I won't have for a minute, I just need to spend my money wisely on food. And I don't have a fridge right now, unless I run my truck every single day, all day long. I don't have a fridge right now. So I'm having to get food that's like, if I get meat, I'm having to eat it quick. If I get other food, it's got to be like non-perishable stuff. So not eating the most healthiest right now, to be honest with you. It is crazy windy out there. Why don't do Mexico? Love my weed. Yeah, I do like Mexico, but I've never spent very much time there. That's not true. I've never spent like any length of time there, but a lot of day trips and a couple of overnighters. Can you qualify for SSDI as well as VA? Can you collect both? Yes, you can double dip. If I get 100% VA rating, I can go over So Social Security and get that as well. 100, yeah. All right. Whoa. Just zoomed in on me. That was crazy. Even his name said he was a troll. Had to take away his ability to participate. We don't talk like that in here. Good old MREs. Yeah, MREs are heavy. We were talking about this earlier. Like MREs are kind of heavy. Those like dehydrated meals, the backpackers meals are pretty good. And all you have to do is boil water. But the MREs aren't as good. They were coming out with new ones right as I was getting out, and I got to try like one or two of them before I got out. But they got rid of like the worst ones. Like they had this veggie omelet one that was absolutely terrible. And the that was like the one that if you got stuck with, like you were eating all the sides but not the main meal, and you ended up just being a little hungry. But they got rid of it, and then they came out with like some breakfast sausage one or something like that, or gravy something or other. That like the breakfast ones got better. They got rid of the eggs for MREs, and then they came out with like I remember this one was like buffalo chicken, and it had tortillas with it, and it was just absolutely fire for an MRE. Like it was so good. Yeah, the Mountain House, those ones. All you do is add boiling water. I had the like I said, the chicken and dumpling one. That was memorable. It tastes good. There's the contract by the military for SF MREs. I don't know what that is. Why did I join the military? I mean, that's such a multi-layered question, actually. Well, I know what special forces are, but there's a contract by the military for special forces MREs. Yeah, I haven't heard of special forces MREs. I joined the military to get some college benefits, to serve my country, because I was capable, I guess, of doing what less than 1% of the population does. If I could do it again, would I? I don't know. Probably would do things differently once I was in, maybe. Um, Volunteer less, I guess. My take on it, like if you really want to get personal, is like I wish that I could have fought Nazis instead of farmers. So take that for whatever you need. I wish I could have fought Nazis instead of farmers. That's how I feel about it. Oh my god, is this that same troll? I would wager a bet that is the same troll. Coming in force today. I wonder how many profiles this dude's gonna make. They come and go, guys. They come and go quick. Yep, Nazis over farmers any day. Yeah, I'm not gonna elaborate much more than that. I didn't get to fight true evil. I really didn't. Is that another one? They've been made. I appreciate the views at the very least. Like that literally helps my channel. I'll take it, man. Stay mad, bro. Stay mad. You guys know that there's salt flats not too far from me too. It's like a dry lake bed, actually. It's not salt flats, but it's like a dry lake bed. It's pretty cool. I bet you it's crazy windy right there right now. At least I've got some like hills and stuff that ain't doing much, but they must be helping a little bit. But you can camp on it. My only issue with it is there's no bathrooms, and I need to have like there's not even privacy there. So canned tuna, chicken, peanut butter, Nutella, simple to eat without fridge. Pre-cooked bacon, rocks, 2 steam muffins, and jet boil. Second cup goes inside. I have a knockoff jet boil, so I don't have a second cup, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm eating. What you just described. Unfortunately, like I said, it's not a good diet. I do have vitamins though that I take. I have like 1 a day vitamins. You know, like can't always get every vitamin that you need. So I take that, and it's supposed to give me all of them. Oh man, they've got so many. Make it so easy. They make it so easy. Thanks for the views. Do you guys hear that wind? Let's see. I love it when they out themselves, so I could just quickly block them. like they just don't understand. This is my my echo chamber. Fine, go make your own. Yeah, it must be the same person. They have to come up with a new email every time they do this. So eventually they'll just get sick of it, or they'll just make make a bunch of emails. Like that's what they do with their day. I'm gonna get online and troll. Look at all this power I don't have. I don't understand like the people that keep them around. It doesn't make sense to me. Like just block them, forget they exist. You guys got me for another 11 minutes, and I'm gonna take off. I hope they're hitting the like button. Looks like a lot of them have actually. But yeah, I hope they're hitting the like button too. See, they just out themselves. Running a fridge in winter is tough on a power bank. There are 12-volt fridges that do pretty good, but really at this point, unless you have a lot of solar, I would say either get a 12-volt cooler and a decent amount of battery storage and turn your fridge off at night, or you get a propane fridge like an RV has. Those 12-volt coolers, though, if you have enough energy storage, they're pretty dope. And then at nighttime, you just click them off because it'll just don't open it and it'll keep all that cold in there. It's a cooler, it's insulated. And then during the day, turn it back on, boom, you'd be good. But I don't have solar on. Like, I do have this 300-watt inverter thing. 300-watt inverter. It's a 300-watt battery pack, like a knockoff Jackery. And I'm charging it off my truck, and it's doing great. Oh my gosh. This is, I don't even know what's going on. The only person I could think of that would do this would be Alaska. But yeah, whatever. At least they're all, it's just easy to make them go away because I just push a button. And then eventually they're either going to make a dozen profiles and keep coming back, or I got my fucking hardcore fans here, you guys. Yeah, Alaska's been harassing a few people on Slabs, including myself. He's made some threats to the Ponderosa, to me recently. Dude's mad that we got emails. We got emails telling us who he was. You don't hear the wind. I do. Summer I run a mini fridge, 120 volt. You got solar too? Or are you like connected to the grid? You got me for another, let's see, what time is it? Another 8 minutes. 7.5. Then I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do for dinner. Got some donuts, coffee, wheat thins, some cheese. It's very American, isn't it? I don't want to cook because it's so windy and cold out there. I don't have much of a windbreak. I'm cooking on the back of the truck, but I think that the propane stove I have like gets blown out by the wind pretty easy, and I haven't even been in wind like this yet. This is my truck, Robert. Yeah, finish whatever you're smoking with me. Appreciate the smoke sesh. All of us hanging out. Robert, are you interested in buying my truck? If anyone wants to buy it, it's a 2013 Chevy Silverado. 5.3 liter V8, 130,000 miles. Give me 12 grand, it's yours. You fly into Vegas, flights here are cheap. And then I'll give it to you at the airport. Give me a ride back to camp, and then it's yours. You'd take off. I have the pink slip. Title is honestly in the mail, and it's gonna be another, like they said it would be 4 to 13 weeks till it shows up. But I just paid for everything. I just got it registered. Plates came in the mail, and the title's on its way because I never did any of this when I bought it, and that was fucking 3 years ago. So I've been driving without plates for 3 years, and then finally I'm like, all right, I need to sell it. No one's gonna buy it like this, so I just spent almost $1,000, just shy of $1,000, getting everything organized, and plates are here now, and the title is 4 to 10 weeks out. So, and it's been one. So yeah, pink slip's on the way. fact, I've had 2 people look at the truck already and wanted to wait until the title showed up, which means that they're probably going to go somewhere else. Did I lose the title again? No, I had the title. I have the title. The title just wasn't in my name. It was my name on the back. Like it was, we did everything and we filled it all out. I just never had it put in my name. I never took it down and had it retitled into my name. So I just did that because nobody would take. It was like title jumping is what it's called when you just like I could have sold it with a bill of sale. It would have been legal. It would have just created a bit of a hassle for the next person. So yeah, I just had to get it retitled and put the title in my name, and it was like $750 by the time it was all said and done. To get like the insurance. So first I got insurance in Arizona because it was cheap in Arizona. Came here, tried to get it registered and everything, and they were like, you have to have Nevada insurance. And so I was like, shit. And Nevada insurance is like 2.5 times more than Arizona insurance. It was what was $80 became 200 and something dollars. In any case, yeah, Nevada tags. So the insurance was more, but yeah, they titled it. I had to pass smog, no problem. Did a VIN check and then did the titling and everything. Yeah, all in, it was a lot of money. So yeah, I'd be struggling right now. But I'll be able to sell the truck now. I mean, I could even, once the title shows up, just drive it over to CarMax and see how much they'll give me for it. So that might be the plan. We'll see what happens. But yeah, this is a like backup camera, remote start, 130,000 miles. It's mainly cosmetic shit that it needs, and probably needs an alignment. I would say it probably just that's probably needed. That's been stressing me out a little bit that it probably needs an alignment because I burned through tires like this once. And the only reason I say it probably needs an alignment is because these Chevy Silverados, the way the alignments are designed, is it's just something that you got to do every couple of years. And this thing has been through some bumps out in New Mexico and stuff. That it's probably off. I would assume, and it's really just an assumption that I think they're off. But the way that the suspension, it's not like a Dodge or a Ford. They're like independent on each side and they go out all the time. It's just a common thing with the Silverado. But God, it's freaking cold now. Yeah, you could fly into Vegas. The tire's new. I think that they're about halfway through their life. I think I bought them used, so might need a stinger. Just the heat, water. I don't know. $8 at the truck stop, maybe 12. A stinger. I have 2 stoves. I have like a jet boil, like not an actual jet boil, like a knockoff jet boil, and then I have a like a Coleman 2-burner propane stove. So how many miles a gallon? Since this is a 2-wheel drive, you're getting like 20 if everything's tuned up and everything. 22 on a really good day. Like a new air filter and all that would probably be useful. You'd probably get a little bit better. Wife needs food. See y'all later. Bye, dude. Take care, Roche. Miles of smiles. Since it's 2-wheel drive, that's actually why I got it, because it was better miles per gallon than 4-wheel drive. 4-wheel drive, you lose a lot of miles per gallon just because the 4-wheel drive exists. So I got 2-wheel drive, and I was planning on pulling a trailer with it, and I did. Pulled a 28-foot travel trailer. The tow capacity on it's 10,500 pounds. I think the tongue weight's like 5,000 pounds or something like that. No, it's not. I'd have to look that up. Anyways, it towed my trailer without an issue. Like I probably burned through my brakes. I did my brakes once, but in the city you're getting like 16 miles per gallon if you're stuck in the city. But it's better than, like, I had a Nissan Pathfinder that was 4-wheel drive, and it was like 16 on the highway. It was killing me on gas. I haven't been driving my truck. My son uses it for the shop truck for now, but I put a price of 12 grand if he wants to keep it for himself. Yeah, this is honestly like a good deal for a truck. I think I'm giving it a really reasonable price. Like I said, it does have some cosmetic stuff, and maybe it needs a suspension. Like the seat's torn right here. I got, some normal dents and scratches in it. No, it's a 5.3 liter V8, not the 6.0. Cruise control, remote start, backup camera, parking sensors. I like it. You got a USB port. Shit, I don't know. Power everything. Sliding back window. What's up, Colleen? You caught me right at the end of my live stream. I've gone over now a minute or so. So it's good to see you. Maybe that's why I stuck around for another minute. But if anyone is interested in my truck, hit me up. And don't forget to check out my links in the description of this video. There we go. Thanks for those who did donate. I appreciate you guys. And I'm going to be having another video come out pretty soon. So the last video ended with me in Bombay Beach, so it's what happened after that, me getting to where I'm at now. And then, oh, it's okay, Colleen. You can always come and watch it later. Rewatch it if you'd like. But I'll be live streaming a lot more now since, I'm just out here in the desert enjoying my solitude. But yeah, be on the lookout for my next video. Check out my Amazon wish list. My birthday's in 2 weeks, so consider donating to my hotel fund so maybe I can crash at a hotel for my birthday. It's on the 21st. Good to see everybody. And I've already forgotten about the trolls. Hit that like button. That's it. That's what's up. And as always, you guys, miles of smiles.